What's up? We're back on another episode of Any FatFunny. Tonight we got
Dizzy Taylor. Stop playing with him.
Stop playing with him, and then we introduce yourself.
I'm SK Prods.
So how you relate to him? Like what?
So I am Dizzy's manager. I also do all of his like music videos, productions, anything like that. I'm the one behind the scenes.
How old are you?
Sir?
How old are you?
Oh, how old am I? 19.
Oh, you young. Oh, so
Yeah.
okay.
I turned 20 next week though.
All right. So what part of the state are you from?
I'm from East Hartford, Connecticut.
He just told me it's separate from Hartford. I never knew.
Yeah.
So
Yo, you know it's crazy. A lot of people, especially like out of state, they think like that East Hartford is just like a whole side of like Hartford. But
I swear to God, I thought that, and you just really taught me something.
It's split by the Connecticut River. Like there's a whole bridge and everything.
So
like,
what's the main difference?
It's smaller. It's this whole jurisdiction. It's more chill. Like it's not as active as Hartford, but it's still kind of you know what I'm saying. Like it got its parts.
Is it dangerous?
Not like I said, not as bad as Hartford, but
it's safe.
You know what I'm saying.
All right. So what was it like growing up in East Hartford?
Growing up, it was very like quiet. I kind of was like to myself. You know what I'm saying. Except for my niggas, type shit. I was very much into like writing music and doing all that shit. I started from a young age. I started writing music and making music at 11 years old.
Oh, so you've been doing this for a minute.
Yeah, so about like 8 years. So yeah, I was just very much to myself, always about music. But I was just never really consistent with it. And I started getting consistent when I was like 18. And then now we're here.
All right, so what is one thing you learned at a young age that you stand on today?
That even with music specifically, to be consistent doesn't necessarily mean to just keep constantly dropping music. It means like promoting yourself. That's like the biggest thing. You want to be promoting yourself like crazy. You want to be doing interviews like this. You want to pay for the like ads to get your name out there. All that type of stuff. Like it doesn't necessarily mean that you got to keep dropping, because if you dropping music, but you have no plan of action to get your music out there, then what are you really doing? You're
a smart guy. You just like you get it. All right. So when did you start taking music seriously? Because like I feel like you got it together, but like when did you start taking this? We're doing this, and this is gonna take us to where we need to be.
So I was on and off with music like ever since I was like 11 years old. When I hit about 18, I made a song called "Do Not Disturb," and it got some traction, like especially like in school, because I was in high school at the time, and my manager right here, SK, he's like, yo, bro, like you got to take this seriously. And this is not the first time he had this talk with me. It's been a couple of times. So that was like around the start of like when I was of my like the school year. So I want to say like before I turned 19, and then no, I lied. I was like 17. And then I turned 18, and right before I like left East Hartford, because I moved out of East Hartford for a little bit and went to Springfield and came back. He was like, bro, like take this seriously. He put me on with a bunch of like people like in the East, specifically like Bucky and like Diggs. And Bucky had like given me Steez, and Steez is like the studio I like kind of record at now. And I went there, and then I recorded this song called Devils and Angels, which is like kind of me pouring my heart out, talking about like, kind of the stuff that like I've been through. And from then we kind of just been moving,
So how much time do you stay in the studio, you'll say?
Well, with me, when it comes to the studio, I don't like to waste time in the studio, because time is money. Time is money. Yeah, straight up. So I'll come with my stuff written and prepared. So it takes me like about 15 minutes to write a song. So I usually got a plan of action. When I get to the studio, I'll, schedule like a couple of hours, and then I'll bang out like a good, decent amount of songs. Say it takes me about 15 minutes to half an hour to record a song.
How many times a week do you go to the studio? Okay. Or record? I'm not, because you can record at home now. So like,
I was about to say, so when it comes to EPs or like projects, I'll go to the studio, and that is very like random, because it's more of the fact that like I gotta actually write like my EPs and stuff. But when it comes to recording, because I have my own like studio set up at my house now, I try and record at least once a week. I've been slacking on it lately. I ain't gonna lie, but I try and do it once a week.
All right. So what's the creative process like for you? How do you get in your mood to like write and create?
It's kind of random, but at the same time, it depends on my mood, how I'm feeling. I would say that a lot of my music stems from like anger, and it was kind of my way of like getting my anger out in a more positive way instead of like, taking it out on the world. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it was kind of like derived from anger.
All right. So if you could put a name on the type of music you make, what would you call it?
Drill. That's drill music.
I hate drill music, by the way.
I heard.
Yeah. All right. So who do people compare you to?
There's nobody who they really compare me to. I ain't gonna lie. Like, especially with my voice, I don't sound. What I did hear was like TK, but I don't know. I've heard it a little bit. I don't know.
Far-fetched.
Yeah. I'm like, wait.
He definitely has his own like unique type of sound.
Yeah, like I don't really sound like anybody that I know. If somebody got to show me in the right direction. I don't know. Like,
all right. So what's your go-to song to showcase your skills? I'm action manager.
Okay.
Like when you want to represent your art, like play this song and you gonna show, he got it.
You got to call.
Okay. One of my favorite ones from him is Do Not Disturb. I mean, that's the one that I definitely was like, I thought he was gonna pop off on for real, and like that's what got us going in the upward progression. But like if I had to showcase one right at this moment, I would probably say 1:20 a.m. in the East.
Yeah.
Why do everybody put AM and PM in their songs? I always want to ask people, like, everybody got...
what's crazy is that we didn't have a name for the song when I recorded it.
So that's the time you recorded it?
Yeah. It was the first... It was like the first song I recorded at my home.
Recorded it on fly too.
Yeah. Yeah. It was the first song I recorded on my home studio. My brother was engineering it. And after I finished recording, he literally stopped and was like, yo, bro, this shit's a banger. And I was like, bro, I don't even got a name for it. What are you talking about? I was just fucking around. And he's like, he looked at the time and was like, 1:20 a.m. in the East.
Oh yeah, that's a hit. Write that down.
I was like, shit, fuck it.
Put that on Instagram right now. That's the one. All right, how do you separate yourself from other artists?
I like to stay... Well, it's more like I'm in my own wave in the sense that like I kind of don't feed into like the drama and negativity that other rappers do. And I also want to branch out into other stuff. Like a lot of rappers, they're kind of just in it for the money or like, the status. I've been rapping because like, this is what I want. Like, this is my passion. You know what I'm saying? Like it speaks to me.
So you don't want money? Wait, hold up. So no, you don't...
The money is cool, but like if the money was like, what was driving me in the first place, like I feel like I would have been taking it serious way, way before that.
So you're saying music is your passion?
Yeah, like it's the love for the music first before the money. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. If that makes sense.
No, I get it 100%. That's because money ain't gonna be there all the time. So
yeah,
I gotta love what I'm doing because, like I said, I ain't making nothing over now. I'm all right. So now this is a question for you. What's your best song to date? Like you're the artist, so you have developed. So like, what song would you have somebody listen to?
I'm gonna play them Natty Anthem. You know what I'm saying? It's just a very clean, polished song, and it kind of showcases a lot of what I could do because I do switch up the flow a lot in that song. I kind of do a little bit of like a melody type of thing on it. I don't know. It's just something that it's a good taste of what my music is and what's it about.
All right. So what's your dream collaboration?
My dream collaboration when it comes to like somebody from Connecticut.
Yeah. Well, let's gonna do Connecticut and we're gonna do mainstream.
Okay. So I want to work with Snosa.
She's from New Haven. She around here somewhere. Like
I've been saying this. Like I was talking to her manager and I just been slacking on my end. It's me right now. I just gotta, make the track and do all the stuff on my end. So hopefully soon, like I said, I gotta get on that. And then when it comes to somebody from outside of Connecticut, somebody like Rio or like RMC Mike or even MG Sleepy, he from Ohio, I think. Yeah.
But that's not really mainstream. I'm thinking like the Drake.
Yeah. Oh yeah, nah. I don't. They just don't be on the type of style that I be on. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody else said that. They name people that's like they up there, but they ain't really up there.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
All right, so what's your thoughts on the state of Connecticut music now?
The state. So I actually like where it's going, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
We have an identity that's so low key that nobody even peeps. Some artists be saying that, like, you know, we don't have an identity. We def do. We def got an identity. And
I feel like you throwing shade at somebody that made an Instagram post or something. But
I ain't saying nothing. I'm just saying. But at the same time, it's like we have so many subgenres. Like we got the drill stuff. We got Dumb Out. We got like Rage, you know, like that, like Ken Carson, Playboy Cardi type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
There's just so much going on in Connecticut, and it's slowly like building. It's getting to that point where like I feel like pretty soon it's gonna pop off.
I feel that too. Something's gonna pop. Somebody gonna pop. Somebody gonna break the door open.
Yeah, I'm fucking with it right now. I'm not gonna lie, and I feel like we being a part of history right now. You know what I'm saying?
Because I think this is gonna be the first group of people to actually make it. People did it before, but like I feel like somebody's gonna make it and they're gonna stay in it and open the door for the whole state to come in.
Like people have made it, but it wasn't really like connected. They didn't really uplift like Connecticut with them. You know?
Yeah, they made it. Now they from Mass. Now they from New York. They didn't say like, Connecticut. Yeah. So who's your top 5 in Connecticut right now? Who would you say? You can't include yourself.
Oh, top 5 in Connecticut? Okay, all right. I'm gonna put Bucky. I gotta put it in order because I don't really know the order.
No.
All right, I'm gonna put Bucky. I'm gonna put J-Rock Jax.
100%.
Yeah. Let me think. That's hard. Damn, son. I'll put my boy Vels in there. My boy Ace, I heard him the other day. That shit was hard. And there's definitely a lot of people I'm missing. I ain't gonna lie. I'm sorry if I missed you. But I'll put Baby Presto in there too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was 5?
Yeah, that's 5.
So out of that 5, who you think will be the first one to blow?
First one to blow? I'm gonna say Baby Presto, because he got his own vibe. He be rapping on the same type of stuff I do, but at the same time, like he got his own vibe that's like it's smooth.
Mm-hmm.
It's smooth. I ain't gonna hold you.
All right, so you opened up for Jay. I can't pronounce his last name. I never could. So you opened up for that light skinned guy,
Jay Critch.
Yeah. How was it?
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. It was dope. Like we went out to Rhode Island and we, you know, did our thing, and the crowd showed us mad love. When I hopped off stage, like they was all like, you know, it kind of felt good. It felt like a taste of like what does life could really be. You know what I'm saying?
You jumped in the crowd?
No, it's just like right after I finished, I just kind of like walked off, did my thing, and everybody was just running up to me like, "Yo, what's your IG? Your shit's fire. Like, what are you on? Da da da. You know, that type of shit."
See, if I would have did that, I wanted to jump in the crowd and see if they'd catch me. See.
Yeah. Honestly, you might have been able to that night.
Yeah, bro. It's tempting.
It was alive.
It's tempting.
But I don't want my feelings hit the ground like, damn, like, y'all even gonna try?
That could really fuck your whole performance. I ain't gonna hold you.
All right, so if you could open up for anybody, who would it be?
I'll open up for probably Drake. That would, I ain't gonna lie, like that'd be nice. You know, he a big ass artist, the biggest artist right now.
Yeah,
I would love to open for him.
All right, so how important is a good stage performance? A lot of these rappers are fucking studio performers. You give them a mic and it's the boringest show ever.
Yo, I've been hearing this.
It's horrible. Like, bro, it's other parts to being an artist than you just going to the studio. So how important is a stage show to you?
Being on stage and performing as an artist is the biggest thing ever. It's probably half the battle. I ain't gonna lie. Like,
you got to sell this thing now. Like you record it now. You got to make me like it.
Like if you can't get a crowd to sit there and listen to you for however long your set is, then you shouldn't be an artist. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Mm-hmm.
It's very important. It's the way I view it when I'm performing. I kind of view it as a party. Like I don't think I'm performing. I don't see it as a job. I see it as I'm getting lit with everybody here, right now, in the moment.
And I feel like once you get bigger, people pay their money to come see you. So like, what are you doing? Like, well, come on now.
Yeah.
You ever seen a boring show?
Yeah.
It was somebody you knew?
Not necessarily. Just like,
who was it?
Well, like, it's like certain like local acts. You know what I'm saying? I don't know their name necessarily, but it's like at the same time they learning. Same as me. I could always learn a thing or two when hopping on stage. So it's not necessarily a knock to them. It's just like, you know.
Oh no, it's not. I just get a little messy sometimes. Clickbait. All right. So what motivates you to keep going?
My fans, the love for the music for sure, especially the fans. People been saying I got like a cult like following. I don't know.
That's a good thing. Why do people call them fans and not supporters? Like, I hate the word fans. That's weird to me. Like, I'm not a fan of nobody, but I support everybody.
I mean,
that makes sense.
The way I see it is like interchangeable. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't mean no disrespect by it.
You said it politely. I know some people like, oh, my fans are like, what?
Yeah, no. Like I said, I don't mean no disrespect by it. I'm sorry if you feel that way, type shit.
I mean, it's good to have fans, but I just prefer to call them supporters because, like,
yeah.
All right, so if music don't work, what's your backup plan?
What backup plan?
So,
no, fuck.
Are you young? So you said you feel like you're giving your all to music?
Nah, for sure.
All right. So what's the most challenging thing you came across so far as an artist?
Just, walking into a room and earning everybody's respect, and with that comes with time and patience. It don't matter how much time it is because all it takes is a good 10 seconds of your song to play to get that respect. But it is very hard walking into a room and nobody knows who you are and nobody respects you because they like, who the fuck is this nigga? You from East Hartford, Connecticut? You know what I'm saying?
Right. Wait, do East Hartford have a mayor?
Yeah.
And it's not Hartford's mayor, right?
Nah.
Okay, it was a test. It was a test. That's whole. All right. So how do you handle a hater?
I don't really look into that. If they hating, I don't necessarily pay attention to it. I think I got to a point where like I'm just desensitized to that type of stuff. You can't really look at that type of stuff and you take it with a grain of salt in a sense, because it's like if I let every negative review get to me, then this isn't the job for me. It's not. Like,
okay, so what if you heard something crazy about yourself? What's the craziest thing you heard about yourself?
That I got a ghostwriter.
Really?
Yeah, I heard that I got a ghostwriter. I write all my shit myself.
He definitely does.
Yeah.
Look at the commander told I'm there.
It's
when he
notes
writes
and pages and pages, bruh.
So how do you feel when somebody throws some crazy shade? Like, yeah, I know your feelings got to get hurt because I'm the toughest motherfucker in the world. My feelings get hurt sometimes. Like, damn, I put that out there and it ain't rock. They ain't like it the way I thought they was gonna like it. How do you handle a situation like that?
I'm like, cool. They want me to lose? That's cool. Make another song. Go harder. If I make a bad song, I make another one that's even better. Fuck it.
You're very positive. I like that about you. Me, I see blood. I want to start commenting on stuff, picking shit apart.
Listen, bro, you look like after a while you learn a lot. You know what I'm saying?
If you check the comment sections, his supporters, they handle the blood for him.
Oh, that's yeah. So you do have a cult. That's what it is.
Yeah, low key.
He has a beehive. That's crazy.
I don't know what to call it, but shit. Yeah.
Dizzy dogs? No, that don't sound right.
No, not the dizzy dogs.
Yo.
All right, do you do features a lot? Are you featured on any songs?
To be honest, I don't really do features like that.
Oh, he's the one. I heard that.
No, it's not like I don't want to do features. I guess it's just like more of the opportunity just doesn't present itself. But I'm definitely open to doing features. I do want to do features. I like to work with people, especially in Connecticut. Like I said, I want all of us to grow together and like put us on the map. I want us to talk about Connecticut the same way we talk about like New York and like Michigan and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Question: would you rewrite your rap if you was on a feature and they killed you? Like, this person killed me on the song. Would you rewrite it?
Nah. If they kill me on a song, then I guess that's how it's supposed to go. That's God's plan. I make another song, go harder on that one.
You are so positive. I love me. What? I'm not letting nobody smoke me and I pay for the studio time. Are you kidding me?
Listen, bro, I'm gonna be like, yo, SK, this nigga really just like outdid my shit. I ain't gonna hold you. That's crazy. But
he definitely is the first one I met.
Yeah, like
you got to.
I give credit where credit's due, bro.
Like, I be like, you like my part? He was good, but you like my part? You got that bar, right, bro? You got what I said? All right, so how do you promote yourself as an artist? What do you want people to know about Dizzy? Like your overall brand. What's like your thing?
That I'm telling my story that this is like my life. I want people to understand the stuff that I've gone through and my mindset. That's my biggest thing. I want people to understand that I'm big about the grind, the hustle, starting from the bottom. Like, it's okay not having nothing and, you know, turning nothing into something.
That's everybody's story. Like, we all started at the bottom, just trying to make something bigger.
For sure.
All right, so what's your plans this year to take your career to the next level?
I want to do a lot of more shows. I want to do way more shows than I did last year. Last year I did what? I did two shows?
Yeah.
Yeah, last year I did.
It was 2.
Towards like the end of the year though. I did 2 shows. But I want to do way more shows. I want to keep dropping consistently like I'm doing right now. I've been dropping once a month. If I've been missing it, then I kind of add something in between, like, you know, something like a music video or like something like this, like a podcast. So I kind of use that to make up for the fact that like I haven't been dropping consistently. Excuse me.
Well, you're on the number one interview podcast in CT.
Type shit.
You got any music dropping soon? I know you're dropping every month, but I keep seeing on Instagram like project dropping soon. I think seeing the countdown. It's like, but then you just said your birthday was coming. So I'm thinking, oh, that must be the countdown to his birthday or some shit like that.
So I had a song called Drip Splash that was supposed to drop tonight, actually, but I pushed it back to next Thursday, which is February 1st, my birthday. I pushed it back. It just didn't necessarily make sense to drop it right now.
What's the song about?
Drip Splash? Well, and the hook, I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of talking my shit. Because there's this stigma, especially with like females in like the entertainment business, talking about like, you know, niggas who are trying to make it as a rapper, saying that like, oh, like, what the fuck you rapping? But it's like, you shake your ass for bread. So what the fuck? That like,
what's your thoughts on that?
Like, I don't have anything against you shaking.
I was about to say, shit, if you making $1, do you? But go ahead.
I don't got anything against you shaking ass for bread, but don't come for me if I'm writing lyrics to make my bread. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's hating. I ain't hating on you. Why you hating on me? Right. So I'm just pointing it out. You shaking ass for the bag. That's a bad route.
It's arguable, but all right. So that's only, you got a music video coming with that? Because I feel like with the controversy that you're gonna drop on that song, you got to have like a video or something.
As of right now, I don't got a plan for a music video on that. I do got a bunch more music on the way. I've been recording a lot and I have a lot of stuff in the vault. So I actually do got 2 projects coming a little later. I got a joint EP with my brother AZ Got Bands called Twin Magic. And then I got my solo project dropping a little bit before that drops called Dame Time.
When's that dropping?
No timetable on it yet. I'm still trying to record the songs, but the plan is to have the joint EP in the summer and then my EP in the spring.
So what are you doing between now and the summer? You got 6 months. What are we doing? Recording,
working, moving. We trying to build shows. Like, we trying to like get shows in, a lot of shows. So we've been on the lookout for that. And any piece of promo we can get our hands on, that's, you know, good for business.
Okay. So what do you want your legacy to be? Like, when it's all said and done, who is Dizzy?
Well, at the end of it, I want to be, you know, I want to be a rapper. I want to have my own clothing brand, you know, and I want to be an actor, but into like, you know, that gangster movies and gangster shows. That's what I want to do.
You want to do Belly. Like, Belly is already done.
And I actually do want to like start my own podcast. Not necessarily one where like I interview other rappers, but just me like talking and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
So what would your podcast be like? Because a lot of people get behind the mic and think it's easy. I know you're a rapper, so it's like, I'm crippled. Like, it's hard. Get up here and talk to people, strangers, and like, you be like, oh, hey, how you doing?
I want to talk about like, I guess, my ideas and like thoughts on like topics going on in the world, and, you know, kind of relating it to like the rap culture. So
I think that's a good idea. That'd be good. You should start that.
Yeah.
Come to the Power Lounge.
Say that.
So how do you want your 2024 to go?
I want it full of success. I want smooth success. I feel like last year there was just a lot of bumps along the way. We still got to where we wanted to, but this time I want it to be smooth sailing. I feel like last year we understood what it took to, you know, be towards that bubbling like stage that I'm at, where like I'm close to attaining what I want to attain. but we kind of just didn't know like what to do with it. But now we're starting over a little bit in the sense of like a new year. We're starting over from experience, not from scratch. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So it'll be easier, go smoother.
Yeah.
All right, so let the people know where they can find you out on social media.
You
do any shout outs you want to shout out?
Catch me on IG at gbg.dizzy. I'm on all platforms at Dizzy Taylor.
Nice. And you can follow me on Instagram at sk_2ic.
What do? I forgot you do video. Like, shout yourself out. You here too.
Okay, well, so basically I go to school at Hofstra University in Long Island, and what I do is like I do a lot of video stuff. So I study film, do like short films, music videos, especially for him. I do a lot of photos, things like that. I do like a lot of like I have a little photo business, so I do like printables, you name it, like portraits, headshots, whatever I do it all.
All right, so make sure you be on the lookout for both of them. All right, and of course you can find me at with FatFunny on Instagram. Make sure you watch this on YouTube, or you can listen to it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen to your podcast at. Thanks for coming through. I want to thank you both for coming through.
Thanks for having us.
No problem. We are out.